Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wonderfair Home Shopping. We are trapped. I've got these little footsies.
I got the head
Paul's the pillow.
balancing the head here.
We would normally be using our professional studio setup here in downtown Lawrence, Kansas, but due to these factors of fuzzy foot and pillow hand, we're fully trapped and can't start our video. Dave's been like this for about, 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we'd just start like this, I guess, Paul.
This is how we're doing it today.
This is how we're going to do it today. I had a few deep dives to show the people, but is anything really deeper than a connection between a person and their cat?
Something. A noise outside awakes the fuzzy boy from his slumber.
Do you want to take this and I'll start my deep dive without moving my hand because Dave's so cozy.
Yep.
Well, howdy, everybody.
This is behind the scenes. This is what it looks like from our end.
Yeah. So,
how about that?
Hey, this is kind of working because we're live on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the situation. Today's Thursday, January. Let me take that one again. It's July for sure. Remember January? What a month that was. It's July and it's the 31st. How does that
30th.
sound? It's the 30th?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
Got one more day.
Okay. Well, Thursdays are our deep dives. So today, in addition to bringing you this important video of Dave sleeping on his two bubs, I'm going to do a deep dives because it's so gray and drizzly outside. We're going to do a deep dive on some fun indoor activities for you to do while it's gray and wet outside. So naturally, I pulled some watercolor options. I find myself speaking slightly more quietly because I don't want to disrupt Dave.
He's awake, I think.
Okay.
But, oh yes, stretch.
Buddy. I love him so much. Okay, so watercolors. First up, we can't keep this book in stock. We have, I think, one right now, but it's probably my favorite guide. I have two favorite watercolor guidebooks. This is one of two. It's called Creative Watercolor, and it's for beginners. The paper quality inside is, I'm free.
We're free. Back to the normal show.
Freedom. I'm free. I wasn't sad. I enjoyed it. The fuzzy bracelet was cute. The fuzzy cuffs. But this is great. Now we can go back. How are you going to even do this?
I'm going to start again.
You're going to start a second one?
Yep.
Ooh, that's going to be confusing for the people.
It's the only way to do it.
Okay. Well, YouTube, hang on a second because we're going to switch feeds. Instagram, catch you in the next feed. Our behind the scenes special Dave edition ends now. Oh! Dave just had a bit of a box tumble. It was cute. All right, let me fix this angle for you on YouTube. Okay. Back to normal?
Back to normal.
Hi, Instagram. Sorry about that. / not sorry. I hope it was nice for you as well. Hey, Fuzzy Handcuffs. What are you doing over there? Dave is weird in the rain. Would you agree? Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cuddlier. Who doesn't agree? So I was talking about this creative watercolor book that I love. The reason I like it for beginners is I feel like there's a lot of doing it for the gram in the watercolor world where you see these beautiful professional illustrations. They are so charming and they're in that uncanny valley of like, I could never do that / I could do that at home. And this book helps get you over that valley. It has a lot of basic tips for what kind of supplies you need to make those kind of watercolors. It walks you through the real basics of things like doing ombre and basic color mixing that you need to make similar illustrations. So you can start from scratch And it guides you through doing pretty basic illustrations like these beautiful leaves that I think would be so fun to paint on a rainy day, or like this beautiful set of roses. Paul, will you show the people those beautiful roses?
Let's see.
So it's just basic instructions, and I find it really accessible language and instruction for the beginning watercolorist. And if you're going to get into that kind of thing, and I think you should, because watercolor is a pretty affordable medium to practice. And if you're looking for brushes, I just pulled a set of brushes that I think are a good match for it. They're Taklon brushes. This specifically is a golden Taklon fiber. And when you're doing watercolors in this style that are decorative and expressive and have a lot of basically color theory going on, they're also often very detailed. So this set happens to have one big brush for doing those ombre colored backgrounds and skies, but then it's mostly smaller detail brushes that are round and flat for you to do all the other strokes. And this set of 7 brushes is only $15. What a bargain.
Is that one in our online store?
It is.
Oh, all right. As is, I think, this book, right?
I think it is, because I feel like I've shipped it out a few times.
Yeah, this is in an unusual move. The products we're showing you here on the Wonderfair Home Shopping Network are available in our online store.
It's almost as though we're a place what sells things, which we do that as well. Speaking of watercolors, I kind of goofed up and had ordered this product a while ago, probably like in May, when I was planning a really huge watercolor deep dive that I now might not be able to do, but I hope to one day.
Someday.
So I had ordered at that time a ton of exciting new watercolors for shop, and then I never put them online, and I'm about to do so. So of those, some of my most exciting were this new group of Daniel Smith watercolors that are called Color Dots. They come in these 2 varieties. I'm going to let you take this one up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a set called Watercolor Confetti, and there's a set called Mineral Marvels. If you're a watercolorist, you probably know that Daniel Smith makes some of the nicest quality watercolors, but they're very cost prohibitive, very expensive. So if you don't know that you're going to use a color a lot, you might not be ready to drop like $20 on a tube of paint. And they go a really long way. So a lot of folks also just never need that much of one color, especially if you're just starting out. What they have done is create this series of little cards that are like makeup samples, like Sephora on the line, but no, it's art supplies. So they're literal dots of the watercolor pigment, just enough to do like 1 or 2 drawings with, so that you can explore a huge range of 36 Daniel Smith colors and find the ones that are your actual favorites. Or if you're not painting very much and maybe you're doing like a single portrait commission, or you just really want to paint your cat in a puddle, and you want a bunch of colors, but you don't want to buy 10 different tubes of paint, that'll cost like $100. For only $15.99, you can have all 36 of these color dots. Again, they go pretty far because they're the highest quality pigments. So you water them down a lot, they stretch, they give you beautiful results, and they're such a good value. And that could help you determine your favorite palette. It could help you find perfect color matches, just like you do with makeup. Or it could be a great gift for somebody who's a watercolorist and you don't know what to give them. This gets you so much mileage at such a low price point. I love this concept.
They're great. And I mean, the layout here is just even very cool.
Yeah, so cute.
Little blobs of watercolor.
They're just little blobs. They look, honestly, it's just like a card full of watercolor nipples. This one's just extremely perky. And like this one's got a cool tail on it.
Red rocks.
But this is, so the Mineral Marvels colors are Daniel Smith's line of their most natural pigments. So they're literally coming from stones and pigments of the earth. So for example, this red sand set of 4 is bronzite, red fuchsite, burnt bronzite, and red jasper. Very cool. Going through, here's this card full of oceanic greens. It includes the Mayan blue, Kingman green turquoise, diopside, and green apatite. I don't even know some of these gems. Gemologists, look out.
There's little info on the back, too.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Let's read about rhodonite. The pigment comes from Germany. It's the highest quality, deepest pink rhodonite, typically used for jewelry. That would be when it's a normal stone, not when it's a pigment. It is wonderful for portraits and landscapes. So what a great set to learn from. So again, great for a beginner, when you're just setting up your watercolor box, great as a gift to someone who's a little more advanced. Honestly, I can't think of a watercolorist who wouldn't benefit from this opportunity. 36 freaking colors?
Ding
Get
dong.
out of town. Anyways, I'm in love with them.
They're great. One of our friends bought a pack and sent us some swatches that they made, and
so cute.
they
You
looked
talking about
amazing.
Charlotte?
Chuck Larson, Private Eye.
We're down. Anyway, so I feel badly that I kept these from you and have been just hoarding them like a jealous dragon who forgot they were here. And now I remember because I was looking around like, what's fun to do on a rainy day? Test out and swatch 36 brand new watercolors that you bought for $16. What a bargain. Find your favorite color, call us up, have a special order, a tube of it for you. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so that's my first deep dive tip for what to do on your rainy Thursday if you are working from home or otherwise at home and you can't do your normal walkabout. Next tip up.
Ooh, it's gonna be. Is this where we're wrapping? We don't have too much time left.
We don't. This is it.
Is this gonna be the wrap? Okay.
Yeah, we started late. We got a restock on some of our favorite Piecework puzzles that we've never told people about. We carry all of the Piecework brand puzzles. They're a pretty
Every
new
puzzle?
everyone they current. Oh wait, there's one we don't have. Maybe two.
Were they out of stock?
Yeah, they ran out. And it was hard to re-get. There was a moment in early quarantine when puzzles were all the rage. I even heard a fun interview with the president of Ravensburger Puzzle in Germany about the extraordinary success they had seen after shutdowns globally. Isn't that kind of weird?
It's
I'm not going to say it's cool because nothing's actually cool about a deadly global pandemic.
Right.
But oh, wait, let me tell you another puzzle fact I learned in this podcast.
Puzzle facts.
The Ravensburger Puzzle Company, they make really cool puzzles, but they've been doing it for a long time. So, not like our new friends here at Piecework. Their factory is in Germany where they make the puzzles. And in order to ensure, two fun facts. So, first of all, they have a process by which every now and then they pull and assemble all the mixed up pieces out of a line, and employees of Ravensburger stop everything they're doing and sit down in the factory and make the puzzle during their work hours to make sure all the pieces are there.
Oh, so they're doing quality control?
Yes.
And the quality control is them doing a puzzle?
Yes.
Not bad.
Yep. And the way you get that job is not to apply for it, but just to have worked there in a long time, and then they discover who's pretty good at puzzles, and the pretty good people who just had normal factory line jobs are yeah, I'm pretty good at puzzles. And then they're okay, maybe make a puzzle or two today. Part 2. If anyone in the factory ever finds a puzzle piece on the floor, a stray piece, there's a button they hit and it shuts down the entire factory, and they pull everything off the line and count all the pieces.
They count the pieces? Oh no.
They make 100,000 puzzles a day.
100,000 a day?
It was a crazy number. I don't even think I'm exaggerating.
Boy, it really makes you realize, wow.
Amazing. I just want to picture this big, huge red button that they're a missing piece, egads, but in German. And then they're bam.
It truly sounds like a cartoon.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe the podcast I heard this info on was maybe Every Little Thing.
Yeah.
And it was a good episode. I could be wrong about which podcast that was. Anyway, what was I saying? Puzzles. Piecework puzzles are in my opinion, cuter puzzles than Ravensburgers. Theirs are fine, but not anything like Piecework, which are works of art. We got the Meta Puzzle back in stock, which is a puzzle of a person doing a puzzle, and I just really love it. I didn't have a chance to buy it the first time.
Is there a better puzzle out there? Find me a better puzzle.
Oops.
Excuse me.
I think that my favorite current puzzle of all time was doing the moon puzzle that was round, not the current one being produced, but the vintage one we have. And because I learned a lot about the different craters of the moon. But this is a close second.
Gotta show people.
Meta puzzle. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's raining outside, so do a puzzle inside. It's so cozy. Get a cup of Java. Get a bowl of grapes. Oh wait, that's wine. Whew, it's kind of early in the day, but I'm not judging you. And just do a little puzzle. So, I know we don't have much time, and I did get in trouble yesterday for going beyond noon. There is always somebody waiting here at noon, waiting to get in and hang out with us, which is
It's
so
almost
nice.
as if they check the hours before coming.
I agree. That's really thoughtful of them, and we should be more respectful of their time by being done with the show by noon so that we can let them in.
The best part here is that they clearly, like, everything was considered. Like, how great is the sleeve
I know.
that this person is wearing, where obviously it's got like a little pattern, so it's not super easy for you to like get in and do it.
They're
I love
obviously
it.
puzzles made by people who did puzzles, and the artists who started the company are puzzle people, but also their project was to sort of get people off their screens and doing a sustained activity that's very attention focused and relaxing in a world that demands a lot of our attention online. But sometimes they're wasting it, folks. They're wasting it with things that are not facts and also stress you out.
So I think that we have this online. The meta puzzle is how much? $36.
Mhm.
Available at, I'm confirming it now, at wonderfairhomeshopping.com.
Time's running out. So I recognize that's
Got it.
more expensive for a puzzle. There are cheaper puzzles. So if you already have a puzzle, cool. We have an entire community puzzle library. So if you're interested in doing a puzzle and need access to our library of free puzzles, what you would need to do is bring us a puzzle you've finished with all of its pieces, ideally. And you can trade your gently used puzzle for one of the puzzles in our used collection that was sourced from the community. So we can take folks over to do that, even though it is weird pandemic times. Just let us know if you need access. With that, I believe we must go.
We got a wrap. Go vote. Early voting's happening for our August 4th primary. We voted yesterday.
Whoop, whoop.
Vote for the Justice ticket.
Vote for
That's
the
our
Justice
recommendation. Wonderfair endorsed. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow for Friday on the Wonderfair Home Shopping Network.
Fancy Food Friday. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we got started so late. See you later. All right,